All right, lots to talk about, but I'm probably going to forget some things, but that's okay. So last time we talked, we were dodging the rain in Courmayeur, and we took 3 buses that day to get to our refuge. We stopped in a little town called Aosta in Italy, and we had some really good pasta. Went to this weird comic book shop, and just did some sightseeing in general. That was a great day. The bus journey was pretty long, honestly as long as a hiking day. We still got our steps in that city. We got to Mayajoie, our refuge, at around 6:45, just in time for dinner time, and that's where we made some new friends, which was really exciting. Jesse and Laura. We ended up deciding to be hiking buddies the next day, and one of their friends that they had met already, Sarah, ran into us along the way, so it was the group of 5 of us hiking for the next day all the way to Champex-Lac, home of the St. Bernard, by the way, which I thought was pretty fascinating. So we got there, we had some beers, we went shopping to get some grocery items, then we checked into our next refuge, Plein Air. Checked into that little spot, beautiful place, not the greatest food. Dinner was okay. It was our second night of fondue in a row. Fondue's great, but I'm a little cheesed out. I've had a lot of cheese since I've been on this trip. We met this really cool French couple. There was a language barrier, but we made the most of it and found out that Annabelle was a pretty professional runner of sorts. That was pretty fascinating. After we had a little conversation with her, we went out and saw the sunset, played this new game. I think it's called 11 something. It was like an old version of a new game. Got up next morning, didn't have breakfast at the refuge because they didn't have coffee. So we went down the street to the place we had a little snack the day before, and they had a really great breakfast. And then we planned the day before to meet up with Jesse, Laura, and Sarah on the trail. So we met at our spot at 9. We met up with Jesse and Laura. Sarah caught up with us on the way. We had a great day of hiking. We stopped in this little town to get some really good lunch and pastries. We had this peach cobbler and this chocolate cake and a bunch of other things that we shared. The day before we did the same thing. We kind of shared our lunch together, which was super awesome. Moral of the story, travel in groups because then you can all share food together. On our way up to that lunch spot and on our way down, we saw a bunch of cows in the middle of the hiking path, and one of them licked my hand, which I thought was kind of funny. Then we got to our spot at a decent time. We pitched our tents here in Le Petit. We all had beers together. We played Families, which is a card game that Caleb and I found on accident early on in the trip. Had a really good burger. Now we're doing our 3rd day of group hiking, kind of. We're gonna have to split off at some point because Caleb and I are headed to an Airbnb. Sarah is once again headed to her camping spot because she's doing this whole thing in camping, which is awesome. And then Laura and Jesse are going to be going to their second of 2 refuges in a row that they're staying at. So I'm sure we'll reconvene the next day once we all get to Chamonix because we're all going to be arriving in that town at the same time. But until then, enjoy this view of the glacier. Caleb and I have finally wrapped the Tour du Mont Blanc. We are here in Chamonix at our cute little Airbnb. We got here yesterday and we had last night and we have tonight here. We're gonna be getting some pizza with some friends tonight. We're actually gonna meet up for coffee this morning. Before that, we're gonna do some shopping today for some various things that we want. And then tomorrow we head to Geneva. We have a night there. We have to get up really early the next morning to head back to the States. Neither of us can believe that it's over. We did the full loop in 11 days and it's absolutely absurd. Yesterday was amazing. We did something that we didn't necessarily plan on doing, but it was super worth it. We had 3,800 feet of elevation. We climbed up some ladders. We went to this place called Lac Blanc. It was so gorgeous. The views were insane. We got to walk past a lot of other lakes. We saw some ibexes, which is so cool. I was really hoping to do that, and that was kind of a nice way to round out the trip. I'm really excited to be a little bit more of a pedestrian today and just enjoy the town. We're gonna go thrift shopping. I'm gonna shave my face finally. It's hard to believe it's over, but we will have a hard time forgetting about it. So yeah.